All right, and we back. It is hindsight number. It doesn't even matter because this is epic rewind, and we just watched Summer Wars, and it was fire. I really liked it. It was an animated film. It was kind of like Digimon and Bell, and yeah, it was solid. Thoughts?
Hajimemashite yoroshiku.
Anyway.
Oka-san wa sugoi desu ne. Oba-chan super sugoi desu ne. Super sugoi desu ne.
All right, so I thought that the animation was wonderful. It was top notch. It was top tier the whole time. The story was fun. The characters were fun. Like I don't even know.
Honestly, yeah,
great.
like there was a lot of setup, but I think it paid off in the end. The game, obviously, the grandma, the pressure to, yeah, just the family pressures and everything. All the, the dads and, all the older people kind of took a minute to, they had their own things going on. It took a minute for them to really, I don't know, come together as a family. It was very it was a family kind of movie.
It was very family oriented around that grandmother character. Like that was the crux of the movie, but there were a lot of other elements too. Like I thought all the families, like different little individual storylines were cool.
Yeah, if we're comparing, I don't know if we want to compare it to Bell.
It was better than Bell. I liked it more than Bell.
But
I didn't like it more than Digimon because I felt like it was a clone of Digimon. Because I feel like it was all the same elements in a different movie.
Like there was actual real world stakes here, whereas in Digimon
it was the same thing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was taking over the digital world, and it was like affecting the humans.
The real world.
It was. Like the missiles had launched or something. It was the exact same thing.
Was it?
That's why I said that, because I was like, watch it just be the exact. It was the exact same thing. That's okay though. But if you got a formula and it works,
it's more closely tied, I guess.
I think so too.
Yeah. Like a virus type thing, or an AI. Yeah. Digimon was more a virus. This is like an AI that can. I guess it's kind of similar. Like
pretty much the same movie. It was a virus. It was literally.
I think it's
down to the animation style. I don't know about that. It's on par with.
It's more like I don't know. Digimon was
this
more
felt like a story he
more,
wanted to tell.
This was more like real world drama.
He wanted to tell this story, and Digimon was probably like he was just testing this out almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were like very real elements in there, like family dynamics.
Real family dynamic shit. It was well done though. It was great.
Like
I felt all of their characters
and
were good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole uncle scenario.
Yeah, that was good. And I felt like, since we're already there, like I feel like the virus was literally his fucking crush on his niece, and that was like why he left.
No, I don't think that was the reason
he
left. I didn't. They said he took the money and. Well, he was like what was the story? He was like a bastard child. He lived there for a bit and then he just left. But he was gonna pay them back with the money that he got from the government.
That's just what I took from it, because she was crushing too hard on Uncle. That was weird.
But yeah, he created the AI. And he was gonna sell it to the government, and it all comes back to the government.
It does.
The Pentagon was actually.
So I didn't get it. Did they buy it, or did he just put it out there and it just started going rampant? Didn't sound like they paid him. Like it sounded like they said to test it and it went crazy.
Yeah, I was a little murky with that. But
I guess I wouldn't tell the real story either.
But it was the government. That was there.
To the Google connect to the government.
But yeah, no, he was like. I liked the stages of evolution from that little kid to the
little man.
The love, was it love something?
What are we talking
about?
Love
What was the villain called?
Oh, Love Machine.
Love Machine. That's also interesting in and of itself. Love Machines.
I don't know. So I thought he was crushing on his niece or something, and he was just trying to get it out in some weird way.
That's an interesting connection then.
Because I remember how she was like just too much. Like I was like, what?
Yeah, they were. Some seemed like they. That's weird. Game of Thrones shit going on, like hidden secret relationship.
So that was the vibe I got from it. Actually,
No, for sure.
You know how like they like to do that kind of stuff, but it was solid, man. That was a good movie. It was really, really good. And I like how the main character came up too, like how he was just that little scrubby. I guess he still was at the end, but his situation had changed. You know what I mean? He's
still unconfident.
But he had made it through. But he wasn't unconfident because he did the code at the end.
But he couldn't.
It's crazy. His nose was bleeding. That was wild.
Yeah, it was nice art for him. Like it was a good balance between him and using his math skills to help, but also her
using that game.
Using the game. I was trying so hard to understand the rules of the game.
Nah, man, they were just throwing cards down saying, in fact, that part started pissing me off after a while. It was like they were trying to make it an anime battle, and these niggas just going,
yeah.
I was like, nigga, okay.
I could not follow the game.
Like, can we fight? Can we get back to rabbit fighting?
But I kind of
appreciate
it. It's like,
I did appreciate it.
It's a game, like they're gambling.
I guess, I got it. There was different kind of stakes. It can't always be fist to face.
There was,
but I like that. Fight. I like the climax. You know, where the stakes are high.
Also, I liked how the dad's military, or maybe not dad, but one of the guy's military experience kind of came into play with the whole trapping.
Yeah, I like that the whole family was kind of like in certain kind of positions.
And they used the boat to get the energy for the supercomputer and the ice. Like one of the
it was a whole. It was teamwork. It was teamwork in its finest form.
Family effort.
God damn it, Maverick would have been proud.
2 minutes left. I was a little confused, like, yeah, just how he got access to all the GPS. Like, what the logistics of all that was.
Just don't ask questions, bro. Give us codes and they was cracking.
So he had, like, access to, like, most of the accounts. Well, first off, like, why does the AI want to do what it's doing?
I didn't get that. The machine didn't. Maybe it was just his inner turmoil or something.
He just like that's what an AI would do. Is just
it just started. I don't know. I never knew that. My question was more, why did it attack him first? Why was it like all in that little circle? You know what I mean? Like, why did the uncle's thing happen to attack that dude? It was just right there in that proximity there. Yeah. You know what I mean? First to set it all off and like
yeah. The uncle just happened to be the
protagonist. It was beautiful, beautiful storytelling. Don't get me wrong.
Very convenient.
Yeah, a lot of things were very closely knit in. Like
even like they were.
I liked it though. It was
so
good.
They were in class together, I guess, and she just wanted it to.
But it seemed like she still picked him. It's like she still picked him.
Her boyfriend, so
but it still had the vibe like she had picked him still though. Like she had a plan. Or it could have been the other guy. Maybe it was just random, and it just worked out for bro.
I mean, yeah, they both were.
Could have totally been random. Yep. He went for it first, though. He did say it first. He jumped up like, "Hey, I'll go."
They were like, I don't think kind of one of the first lines was, "This is gonna be a summer of gaming, something, and girls."
He was right. Yeah.
So he wasn't wrong.
The other dude was on the computer the whole time.
And the baseball shit was kind of boring, but
it was. But they had that one cut in there where she threw the helmet, and then it cut to the baseball hit, and that was magnificent. Oh my gosh, that was the shot of the movie. That we gotta add that into hindsight now. Shot of the movie. Woo! I'm gonna set some alarms off right there. Shot of the movie.
That's a good one. Because
oh
actually,
my god!
I had a couple in Top Gun.
Oh, I don't know what movie that is. But yeah, so it was
the original.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, that was a great shot. That was a magnificent. I had another one that was favorite. This is runner up for me, and that was when the very beginning when they were starting the fights and. It's like the dude just jumps up, he's swinging his things, it's menacing, and then it's like, bow, one kick, and he's just like, ugh, and then cut. And that was the whole story. And that quick little second, it illustrated so much. Like, okay, this guy's big, he's menacing. And like, yeah, the virtual world versus the rabbit. It was like one of the opening scenes. And it was just like 3-4 seconds.
A lot of the fight.
It was wonderful.
Dope. Even at the end when he punches the love machine in his first form.
That was just that last hit. Yeah, that was good. That was powerful. That felt like some One Piece.
Just I love the look of him too. It's just super creepy. Actually, he was the creepiest in his kid form when he was just a kid body
with this big old smile.
That's the scariest one.
No, I thought he was a dope villain though. I like he was eating the other ones in order to like grow. That was cool. I liked his little god form in between with the kind of Indian or something, like an Indian Hindu god or whatever.
Yeah, that was cool. That was the most Digimon.
That was fresh, man. The movie that
and he turned gold. His gold version. It's pretty cool. Not enough time in that virtual world. What was that? Really not enough time at all.
There was a whole lot of the family. It was still good. Like, it was flowing. The animation was good the entire time. It was magnificent. They never dropped a frame.
I loved how, they sort of connected everything. Like even this was in 2009. Internet has been around for a while, but still, like, it wasn't this metaversey how it is now. And I feel like it predicted.
A lot of
like.
All of their movies have been like that, though.
Like they were talking,
Avatar universe. Like, what would it look like?
Filing stuff within GPS, obviously, and like pretty much everyone uses it, and that's why it was such an issue because everyone was affected by it. Even they were even saying the grandma died because they couldn't
get help to her. Yeah, cyber attacks. Her sounded like a life alert. Basically, didn't go off because of the attack. And I
didn't get that because like she was already dead. Like I don't like what? Like how would they like? It seemed like she maybe saw it coming.
And died of natural causes. Like she was gonna die anyway. It's kind of what it like. Cause even the fact that she talked to him the night before, it felt like she was already saying like,
because like her legs. Oh, like my legs are like.
She probably blew her heart out doing all that extra shit.
Yeah, with the uncle. Fucking creepy uncle, but he's also
I don't know. Yeah, that was solid. And she paid for it. I feel like that was the other crazy thing. Like, it was the money that he had got from her. He said he was able to like develop it himself.
I got the feeling, he was gonna pay them back.
Yeah, but it didn't go that way.
He knew it was her birthday, like, but
it didn't
I don't know
pop
why
off.
he didn't say that.
It didn't pop off that way. Because he admitted it, didn't he? He admitted it that night, right then. I did it. Like, I made it. That's why you're not gonna stop it.
He shouldn't have said that. You can't be so honest.
You had to let him know. You had to let him know. Genius. I've been going hard for 10 years.
Well, why did he leave if he knew he could undo it? He could help.
Because he didn't know it was getting so out of hand. I don't know. He had given up till he found out his grandmother died. Then it gave him the family strength to come back. He had given up and was like, whatever. We're all dead.
He gave up on the whole world?
Yeah, we're all dead. I'm leaving.
He was just sitting in his car looking out the window. Like some fucking...
Coward! Like a coward! But he got it together. His niece called him and they reconciled. Right. And then he helped save the day. It was a team effort. Everybody came together. And they saved the day.
Everyone, offered up their remaining accounts.
Take my account, mine too.
It literally was Digimon, man. But I think it's like Digimon for not Digimon people.
Yeah, for like a different crowd.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was its own movie though. It was same concepts, its own movie. I hope that one day I'm in a position where I can do this same kind of thing with something. So I respected it, and it looked visually appealing the entire time. I love how they do the style of, in the real world, it's like the black lines, and in the virtual world, it's like the colored lines, like the reds and just the different colors for the characters. I just like that style. I think it's cool. Subtle and cool. Subtle and cool.
Like Even when we were doing the fucking barricade around him with like all the Inception style like buildings and stuff.
That was really awesome. I was gonna say that was shot in the movie, but the other one just hit harder.
Yeah, that was shot in the movie.
Like when he was like chasing him around that like curve and like those things were shooting out. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I don't even. They're like doors or something. That was man. There was some scenes in there for sure.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan must have got inspired.
Yeah, I felt like a couple of other movies. I can't think of what the hell. Hopefully that comes back to me. But there's another movie I saw a scene and was like, wow, this is just like this movie. Crap.
Like was that movie
like
after
that? It was after
movie?
This one.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what it was. Anyway.
They should remake this except with headsets because all this typing is not really.
I'm sure he'll
like,
make
what
another
are they doing?
iteration.
Like, what are just coding or something?
Man,
like, hacking?
It's a movie. Stop asking all these questions.
He's a cracker. You're just a little cracker.
That was funny.
Cracker.
I don't even. Why did they even say that?
I don't know.
That's what's
like
funny.
crack the code. Like maybe it's hacker.
Oh yeah, because he is a cracker. That's right. Because he came up on the news. That was cool too. Like that was even something I was just like out of left field. Like what? But I like how he really did do it. Like he did actually hack the thing.
Well, he wasn't actually the cause. Like he
was. Like the thing came to him first to get in. It couldn't get in until he cracked open the door. So it could take his avatar and go in. Yeah, that he started it. That's how the AI got in.
Though.
He did crack.
He was like the 6th person to crack it.
Oh, you're right. He failed.
So he might have cracked it, but he wasn't the...
He did it the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, you're right. Okay.
So, I like that, because, yeah, there's like a reversal there with like, oh.
Yeah, you're right. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, wow. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I think I'm with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I forgot about that part. I was with that. Because he's innocent then. He can continue his life. He doesn't have to actually go to prison.
But I thought, I was thinking it was weird if he was the one to do, because that's just so random. Like, that it would just be sent to one person. But it wasn't sent to one person.
Yeah, it was just everybody. Or a bunch of coding people, I'm sure. I don't know who it was, but...
So, like, yeah, he was smart, but, like...
Well, that AI was a beast. That was a genius move. If I really am thinking about what happened there, the AI is genius. It needed someone to crack the code, so it took the code, sent it out to a bunch of geniuses. The geniuses solve it for it, not knowing what they're solving for, just off the competition of knowing they're a genius and have to do it. And then he gets in.
That's like all these gamers that you know, you might be good at this game, but what are you actually doing? Are you like
giving computing powers like the Matrix?
The Nazis or something?
Yeah, David, like, they're cracking codes.
The neo-Nazis are like sending out these games, and when you beat them, you're actually powering
Flappy Bird is actually a metaverse combat system.
Dude, oh, that actually makes me like the movie a lot more.
Well, it was fun. It was a fun ride. I don't know. I couldn't even ask for more out of it. It was pretty good. It was on par with Digimon, and it was hitting you in the feels. It was just a cartoon still hitting you in the feels.
The dialogue was coming pretty quick, especially with subtitles. So
I wouldn't have had it any other way. I needed that. I needed the Japanese voices.
But I wish I could have looked at the art a little more. But that's
he's a dubhead. I just made that up. That's pretty funny though.
Dubhead.
I think I'm gonna start saying that to people.
You're. Okay, says the guy that wanted to see the dub for Bell.
Hey.
And it was so bad, like, it wasn't bad.
I messed up, okay?
The music was not great.
It was trash. It would have been great if it was in Japanese. I messed up on that, okay.
I heard too. I mean, we saw the YouTube.
I will admit that. I should have known that wouldn't translate well. But, yeah, I messed up on that one. Movie was solid though, nonetheless.
But this one, I could have, maybe it wouldn't have been bad because there wasn't that much singing.
There was no singing at all, actually. There was no line of, I don't know what you would call that, both a singing dialogue.
Except at the end with that song, and that was a great song.
That was, but they gave us both Japanese and English subtitles, and he was in Japanese, so that's why it was great. But, yeah, this movie was cool, rating.
Yeah, better than Bell. I don't know what we gave Bell, but why are you asking me first? You this time.
Because I know what I'm gonna say, and I don't want what I'm gonna say to sway yours. Yeah. So.
Oh man. I feel bad for giving the same. Well, I guess I should say it. 9. I would say 9.
Okay, I was gonna say 8.5, but I will skew it to the 9 because this was a pretty good movie. This was a pretty good movie. I can't even deny that.
Any like negative aspects that you point out?
Okay, time for the dark side.
It was a little tedious at points.
It was. I was gonna say it felt long sometimes. Like we got too family with it every now and then, and I was like,
okay,
yeah, I get it. Point made. Can we keep going?
Even the baseball stuff, I was waiting for that to go somewhere.
I thought it was gonna be a massive baseball battle where they're fighting physically and they're cutting back and forth with baseball.
What does it mean?
Like it was
maybe it's
game.
like a metaphor for like, oh, the trials and tribulations of I don't know.
It was the game, and it was a lot about games. And I thought it was trying to tell like the story in the background, but I just wasn't picking up on it.
One of the family members was in the game, right? That was the whole thing.
Were they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like one of the brothers
or something. That's why the girl was cheering. It was her dad or something.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know.
Brother or something. Yeah. Maybe I don't know.
Yes.
But then he comes at home at the end, and that's gotta be a crazy story. I want to know that. I want to know.
What? That a missile just landed right next to us and blew most of our house off.
I like how the missile actually went, and then they just misguided it because there was still a bit of damage. Like
yeah, that's all they could do. It was great. It was great. All right, more dark side. Let's see what else. That was really my major dark side. It's that everything else was really on point. When I think about it, that's a strong movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if we're gonna do a quote of the movie, we got the shot of the movie and the quote of the movie. What did the grandma say? All that matters is good food and looking
family or something like that.
Good people.
Good
like,
food and something. I can't remember that, but it was some good food and family.
That's all that matters. Or
you don't want to starve.
Family,
she said
be alone.
You don't want to starve or something.
Or be.
I don't know.
Alone.
It was a good quote when you watch the movie. Look for it.
I can't even think of the quote, but that was truth.
Okay. What was our cinematography? That was the category. I'm gonna say it was animated, but they still did a lot in the virtual world with the camera. It was pretty like the camera angles were like not stiff, but it was kind of just like angle. But when we got into that virtual world, there was a lot more like movement, and like you could tell when they were cutting back and forth. It had a whole different feel when you were in that virtual world. The camera was going wild.
When they were setting up everything, it was just crazy. Probably the craziest. I kind of set my expectations a bit too high.
I agree.
With all the wackiness of what was the world called?
Eden. I'm just kidding. I don't remember. It was Oz.
Oz, yeah, which is an interesting name in and of itself.
I thought that was great.
Wait, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess Oz is like the great and powerful. He's sort of
And it seemed like there was like some omnipotent Oz characters that they didn't really talk about, like that whale or whatever. Like, oh, we got a gift from the gods of fucking. Oz,
whale,
like they kind of just skipped over that, but
a common theme within this guy's.
I don't remember that in Digimon, but
you don't remember the whale, Mr. Whale?
Oh, Mr. Whale. Now you didn't say the Mr.
Whale
now I remember him.
Whaley-mon.
Anyway, I think Whalemon's actually a thing. That's crazy. Yeah.
No,
but back to this
that's
film.
a Bell reference because there's a major part of Bell that has that whale.
So, yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Music was good. It was just, not generic, but, it was just what I expected for the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what? No. Let me run that back. When that fight scene was happening, that music fucking switched up and it was hitting. And I was like, I didn't see that coming. You remember that? I don't even remember. It like just switched to this weird like electronic boom bappy. Like I don't know. That was fire though. I did not see that one coming, and that was magnificent.
Traditional music as well.
Magnificent.
Towards the end, I remember that towards the game. Japanese infusion. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go out and buy that game Koi now.
Koi.
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 Koi trading game.
Alright. Fire. Go see that Summer Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow the podcast on the RSS feed. I don't know where that comes out at, but there is one. So you go find it. Okay? And next time I'll give you more details. And we out.